actually, that's a true story. A good friend of mine, she's highly educated and she's a smart mind. And she lives in the north of Germany, and she says, it's always so chilly here. I wouldn't mind if it was 2 degrees warmer. So if you're a little bit in the subject, you know 2 degrees mean that we will have some, 200 million climate refugees on the planet. And they probably come to those areas which are still cool enough. So what we did, we created a daily blog. We launched that daily blog on a small website to just check if the concept of positive news would work on the long run. So up to today, and that's a year now, we have posted over 700 topics, and we're still counting. And it doesn't look like this is going to be over soon. There's at least 5 new messages every day on our website to see what has been done, what can be done on the planet to change something for good. The 5 best news of the week were covered in our weekly newsletter from all the different fields. For example, here, the Berlin electro tuk-tuks. There's lots of topics like these. There's lots of initiatives like these, and they are widely unknown because there is no support in television. They are in the dark green media, which is still print. The final plan for this is it will go into an online magazine. And this online magazine will have still and video content and the daily good news produced with our own editorial team. And it could also be a meeting place for social media. And it will be a portal for all those German great initiatives that we could find. And there are many which are so unknown because they live their single life on the web. And also, we want to create a green Google where we say, okay, if you live in Berlin and you want to know what's sustainable about your environment, and are there companies which could help you in whatever, fixing your house, adding solar panels, geothermal energy, wind energy, whatever, they will help you in that. I think the most important thing is to get it kicked off. You need partners that will help you, that will support you, that will add media power to the whole thing. And we found Sat.1 in Germany to be our kickoff partner for this, our enabler, basically. That's how we call them. And they will support a massive TV campaign, which will run this summer. It will run for 3 months, and we will make sure it's going to be seen, so it's not in the shadow of the night. It will be the equivalent of a classic product launch campaign, so really visible. And we will also be presented on the Sat.1 online platform within the content. And I think it's a good thing to join forces with a strong media partner which has the right target group, which is a family channel. So it's basically also addressing an audience which is very keen on the subject because they are providing a future for their families. So talking about the campaign is actually inspired by some research results that we found when we were preparing for the whole initiative. And some of these results we couldn't get out of our heads. And actually, also for you, maybe they are a pretty good small talk ammunition. Wherever you sit, you can always do little quiz shows with your friends. And actually, it's pretty tough stuff, but we call it fun facts, so it's not so scary. Actually, I want to ask you one thing about this, for example. It's plastic bottles. Any idea of how many of these plastic bottles are thrown away in the United States per hour? Just as any guess? What's that? Zillions. Yeah, believe it or not, the fun fact is it's 2.5 million plastic bottles per hour. Imagine how many hours a week has and how many weeks a year. And imagine that the proportion of the recycling of those bottles is still very low. So most of them go to landfills, not to recycling. And the great thing about plastic is it just stays. It won't disappear. So another fun fact is plastic bags. Plastic bags have 25 minutes of average use. So you get a plastic bag, use it, throw it away. And then starts 250 years of afterlife of the plastic bag. So it means that today, you heard about these big islands of plastic that are swimming in the oceans, and that on any beach on this planet, you will have, if you analyze the sand on the beach, there will be plastic in it. And in any fish, in any food today, you will have, this will of course lead on to our food chain. I'm not saying, don't use plastic bags, but if you do, you keep them, or at least use them again, or whatever. Those are the little things. Another fun fact from our personal daily life. So these energy-saving lamps. 1 hour of energy-saving lamp power equals 1 Google search. So 1 Google search will use enough power to keep that lamp burning for 1 hour. And because the subject of sustainability is so connected to CO2 emissions, so 1 flight to the Caribbean and back equals 2 years of driving a car in average. So there are a few things that probably make some of you think, or at least stay in your mind, and maybe they sit in your consciousness, because it's something that really changed the way we act. And again, I'm not asking you to change your lifestyle and to not fly anymore, but if you do, be aware of that you are affecting the environment in a way, in some way for sure. So, of course, this is not a campaign that would really make people freak out, because they would feel bad, they would be shocked, they would think there's some teacher who's teaching them how to behave, and people hate that. So the idea of the campaign was actually a Trojan horse. So what we did was we wanted the whole thing to look pretty, we wanted the whole thing to be nice to look at, and we would like to massage the message in while people are involved with our TV spots. First they get the message, then they will be directly addressed, which is taking them out of this voyeur position that we will lead them into. And basically these spots have two functions. One is to create the awareness for the subject, the other one is to promote the Love Green brand and the Love Green website. So we shot a few, and the first 2 are ready, and they are obviously German actors speaking English, so bear with me, we will dub that later on, but here's the first one.
Turn off the lights. Save the heat for yourself.
Love Green. We save the world. Every little helps.
Yeah, I think it's nice to show nice things and to make people look at nice things, and then it's easier to bring across the message. And the second one is about nutrition facts.
So how about a salad sometimes? Would be good for you and the environment.
Love Green. We save the world. Every little helps.
Maybe not here, because we don't have water problems, but in those areas where they breed the cattle, it's not as easy. A few more things that we plan. One is this, for example, which has been created actually before Fukushima, and now it's incredibly fresh. There is a yoga lady in front of the television set, and the whole entertainment thing is on standby. And it's a fact that if in Germany all the standby buttons would be switched off, we could shut down 2 nuclear power plants. So we have 2 nuclear power plants which are only providing power for standby of our entertainment, computers, whatever. We just had a discussion last night. It would be a nice initiative by TV channels to add a little trailer, a little promo at the end of the day of the program to say, don't forget to switch off your TV. Also, when shooting these spots, we were trying to be as sustainable as possible, because that's also a field which, you can't create a campaign about sustainability and then not be sustainable, like just go on like you do it. So we were thinking about the catering. We used regional food. We were using lights which could be just plugged in a socket, which don't need an extra generator. We had all kinds of technology which was local. We even brought the beer for the wrap party with a little hand cart from the gas station. So I think there are, in everything we do, there are ways to behave a little bit more responsible. And here's another one, which is also a true fun fact. In 6 hours, the deserts of this world receive as much energy through sunlight as mankind consumes in 1 year. And so that is why there is a huge project called Desert Tech. I'm sure you heard about it, using African deserts to create huge sunlight factories which will produce electricity for Europe. The thing is, this campaign is only the kickoff, so we will start using TV content as well. So we talked to Sat.1 and they agreed that they want to cover the subject and the fun and entertaining part in their daily magazines, in their shows, in their newscast. And Love Green will become a program label in a way. And also the Sat.1 stars will show their commitment in idents. Also, we want to create events, as I told you. We want to have, for example, a city paper chase. You know what a paper chase is? Like you get little hints and you have to collect this one to get to the next stop. And so we would like to create a modern paper chase and invite people to discover their city and to realize how modern and how sustainable it already is. Because in any city in Germany, for example, you find hundreds of great initiatives which deal with the subject, but they are not promoted properly. So we would like to connect them in a fun way. And the price of this, if you follow that trail of hints, including geocaching, including online communities. We want to have a fancy first prize, which would not be a bag of gum bears, but maybe rather a secret live gig of a pop star in a secret place, which you only know when you follow that trail. So this shall happen in Germany during the summer. Why did I tell you all of this? Because we think that the idea has the potential to travel. I told you we invested a lot of personal time and money, so the foundations are there already, and we'd love you to join in and to see if that's something for you in the Love Green format or in any other format that you feel like would be appropriate. And so, what would happen if you would take that thought to your country and do the same there? What if you can convince the decision makers in your TV channel, the broadcasters, to allocate some media time for this, to create a space which could be used to address people, to inform them, to inspire them. So we welcome any broadcaster who wants to make this a national campaign, because it's really a subject which can be a lot of fun as well. So the groundwork is there, the visuals are there, the brand is there, it works globally. So we can give whatever support that is needed. So if you have any ideas about this, if you want to collaborate or create your own campaign, if you want to see the teaser again, it's on the website, unitedsenses.tv. Or if you simply want the German newsletter, for those of you who speak German, just email me or see me at the booth. And I think it's a thought that hopefully inspires you in a way. Because after all, I think we always had the feeling that it might be good branding and good design and good promotion that can save this world. So every little helps, and thank you.